Je call, I fall. There's a legacy between us. We grow, we go, but in the middle.
This train station is right across the street from the hotel, and we are on the way to pick up the rental-car. Today we're gonna be driving. First time I'm driving on the wrong side of the street. Or maybe it's the right side of the street, I don't know. It is the left side, so, but quite big, the train station. Show you a little bit more around this side. The Kelpies in Scotland are a pair of colossal 30-meter-high stainless steel horsehead sculptures located in Falkirk near the M9 motorway. They were designed by artist Andy Scott and completed in 2013. The sculptures are a tribute to the horse-powered industrial heritage of Scotland, inspired by the mystical Kelpie, a shape-shifting water spirit from Scottish folklore. Beautiful spot here, but having to wait for a camera woman. She's taking her time with her picture taking. Very impressive spot. So this is a very, very interesting thing to see, and it looks like a park, like a wilderness area. There's a parking lot right by the horses over on this side that you can park really close. There are bathrooms there and food, a couple of food trucks and vendors. Definitely worth a stop. Goodbye, horsies. Last night we went out to the countryside and stayed in this hotel here. Gonna get a little breakfast, just something simple, but it's right on a lake. Curious thing is that there's folks that swim. See them over there? They go out for swims in this frigid water. But you can see a little bit of what the dining room looks like. It's like an older hotel. something very like classic. And you know, I have to mention that driving in Scotland, I do not recommend it. Just try to take a tour. Would have been a lot easier. But yeah, anyway, just gonna have a little breakfast. I can't believe there's people swimming out there. There were people swimming at night too. Like, it wasn't totally dark, but it was almost totally dark, and they were out there swimming. So now we drove out to Fort William, another town here in the mountains. Or these are mountains, but they're not so tall. It's something like Tennessee. It's definitely not like Colorado or California, but this town, it's a little bit larger. There's a couple of things that you could do here and see, and they have this very convenient parking area. You can just pay with your credit card. Parking is very fair, £5 for like 10 hours or something. So, and yeah, but the situation with the weather continues to be challenging. The road continues to be extremely challenging. I definitely don't recommend trying to drive out here. Just, you know, take a tour so you can relax, sit in the back of the bus and chill. But anyway, this is a little bit of what we're looking like today. I'll show you a little bit of what this town looks like. And so my wife says that the Scottish call it the Highlands. So correction, not mountains or hills, just the Highlands. Hence the little cows, right? The Highland coos. So very cute. A few little restaurants, a few things to do. Looks like hiking is a big thing here. There's a lot of shops that sell hiking gear, and I've seen some stuff also for like perhaps lakes to like paddle boats and kayaks and things like that as well. I haven't seen too many like fishing kind of options. So yeah, maybe fishing is not a thing, or maybe it is. I'm not sure. So now we are in Fort Augustus. As you see there, Fort Augustus. This is where you come to visit Nessie, you know, the old Loch Ness monster. This is the this is the town where Loch Ness is, and we'll see if I get at least a picture of it. Maybe I can spot Nessie. And you see, as soon as you get in here, it's funny because then you see like the gift shops, and like this is just a gas station, but you see it there, like Nessie. There you see it. You can also do the Nessie cruise. There's the lake in the distance. There goes the cruise. It's one of those things that when you think of Scotland, is one of the things, at least me growing up as a kid, one of the things, the stories of, you know, of Nessie is one of the main things that I knew of this place. I'm sure there's a lot of history here, but me being a big sci-fi fan, it was the one thing I remember. Just imagine the water pressure. See that? Get the level up here. And that's way below. That's Loch Ness in the distance. These are all the little stores and shops. Oh wow, look at that. It's gotta be some big time water pressure that this is holding back. So yeah, this thing is exactly what I was saying. Here's one lake at one elevation, and then it goes down, and Loch Ness is way back there at the distance at a much lower elevation. Maybe you can see it. Maybe you can see it there. So maybe at one time this was like a river that ran through here, like very, very steep or something, and they wanted to be able to connect the two lakes for some reason. This is the second fish and chips from the trip. This is the traditional soda in Scotland. There you go, proper fish and chips. Loch Ness, there in the distance. Look at that bite. Oh man, taste test. Yep, nice and tasty. Plus, I'm very hungry right now. We had breakfast hours ago. So I might get to see this thing in action. It's a boat back there. I imagine they're gonna open this somehow and until the water level's the same in the back in this one, and then it'll drive into here or sail into here or whatever you you call a boat. And then they'll do the same there until it's at the same level as Loch Ness. We'll see if they open this, or I imagine they have to. All right, so now that they have the boat all the way up here, I imagine they're gonna pump water into this other compartment. And then once the water level's the same in both, then they'll open the gate. Pretty simple concept, but I've never seen this in actual operation. All right, there you see the water's coming into this compartment now. Something's happening. Okay, so here they are opening it. So definitely this is one of those iconic spots that if you visit Scotland, you should try to make it out here. But again, try to come in the bus. There's no reason for you to drive down the road that you need to drive on to get here. The buses are quite reasonably priced, and yeah, it's probably the best way to do it, or take a tour. Anyway, signing off from the loch. So after a long day of exploration, now we're back where we parked. So a day filled with adventure and dicey traffic, some good fish and chips. And yeah, we had an exciting day to say the least. Now let's see, we have to drive maybe like another, I don't know, 45 minutes to get back to the hotel. And then we drive back to Edinburgh tomorrow. So, yeah. Good morning, good morning, good morning, and welcome to vlog number, who knows? I'll put it here on the screen. And we are leaving from this beautiful little hotel, and we had a good time here. Dinner was fantastic. Breakfast was awesome. The staff is very courteous, very professional. We really enjoyed it here. The hotel, don't expect anything fancy or don't expect anything modern. This is a very classic kind of old school feel and look. Enjoy it for what it is. It's here. The view of the lake is fantastic. It's close to some of the other destinations and spots around here. Camera woman should be over on this side taking pictures back there. And yeah, we had a really good time, but now we're heading back to Edinburgh and making our way over there. We'll see what other stops we run into along the way, and then tonight see what else we get to once we get back into town. By the way, this is the rental car that they gave us to come out here. It's a hybrid vehicle. It's a large, kind of medium, I would call it medium-sized SUV. It's not one of the small ones. It's like a medium-sized SUV. And honestly, on gas, wow, this thing is super good on gas. I'm not sure what kind of engine is in there, but definitely it's a hybrid. And yeah, it's has everything you need. Comfortable, a bit large because I'm used to driving smaller vehicles. Okay, this is the parking area for the Viaduct View. Okay, it's my wife says that it's a famous scene in the Harry Potter saga of movies, where there's a scene where the train goes over a long bridge. It's very picturesque and very pretty. I've seen pictures of the view, but I haven't seen all the Harry Potter movies. As a matter of fact, I saw the first one and I don't even remember anything about it. So it's part of the story, and this is where you park. The parking area is, very easy to get into, and there's plenty of parking. There is a lot of people here. It's a little cafe. There's bathrooms, and there's a short little hike you have to go on to get to the bridge and take the picture. If you want to see the train, according to the information I was provided, there's a couple of times where it passes on the bridge, one of them being 10:45 a.m. That for us, it's already passed. I think the next time is something like 3 p.m. or something like that. And if you want to catch that, then obviously you have to plan for that. It was not something that we planned out. We just happened to, it's kind of on the way. It's not too much out of our way to stop here. So we'll try to get a picture of the bridge and show a little bit of what that is like. However, we're not gonna see the train on the bridge because I don't think we'll be here until 3 p.m. So it's quite early. I think it's only like 12 or 1, something like that. I'm not sure if we're gonna spend 2 hours here, but we'll see. We'll see what the boss says. Anyway, here you see a little bit of it. That's the flag of Scotland. Again, you see the tour buses, they take you everywhere, and then you could just concentrate on taking your pictures or your video out the window. You don't have to think about navigation or traffic or driving on these roads, and it's just a lot easier and better. But here you see it. Anyway, you see the trucks? Oh, you're gonna see a lot of that if you're driving. And the ones with the logs is even worse. They're wider and bigger, and also lots of buses, and it's quite a bit of that happening. It's not like they're far and in between. There is quite a bit of that. See, let's walk up to this sign here and see what information we can get from here. But there you see it. Maybe you can see a little bit of this. Maybe there's the schedule when the train passes and all these things. This is depicts the bridge where the train passes. You see a little bit of what's available here. Anyway, All right, so here goes a clip of the entire bridge. There she is, waiting for the train's arrival, which may or may not arrive. There is no certainty. People risking their lives climbing up this sludge. And so far I've been here standing for like an hour. There has been no failures, only triumphs. Again, there could be some could be, oh yeah, she's in the mud. This place has been a constant fail. One fail after the next. They forgot about our food. There's camera woman hiding. She doesn't want to be YouTube famous like me. But this has been a total. Here you see how wide it is? And this is like most of the way it's gonna be something like this. And there are areas like right here that how do you fit two big vehicles there? They don't fit. There's some spots where there's only one lane, and then you have to kind of like look, see if there's no one coming. If you could believe that, there's a possibility of two vehicles crossing each other under these conditions at 120. So it's impossible. The bus is in the middle of the road. You can look at this. Like, how do you fit another car there? You can't. I mean, I don't know. Luckily, it won't happen right now. There's no way you could fit another vehicle there. There's no way. That's why yesterday, from the town we stopped at to go up to Loch Ness, we decided to just take the bus because it's cheap, and then you could relax and go taking your pictures. Like, who can relax now? Look at this thing. But now I have no choice. I have to take that. Oh my God, here we go. Here we go, fellas.